Oi! Merry Christmas to you guys. I probably won't see you between now and Christmas as it is, but I'll see you guys in the new year, no doubt. It's Sunday. I haven't posted for a while. Christmas, you get busy. You know what it's like. But like I said, it's Sunday. I've mowed the lawn. I've done my chores, and the rest of the day is mine. So I'm gonna just watch a whole bunch of horrors. And I just finished watching Three Blind Mice, which didn't really look like something that would interest me, but it had Edward Furlong on it, so that was the draw card there. And it was had elements of like hackers a little bit. It was a whole bunch, like it was a bunch of hacker type characters. Edward Furlong was one of them, and they get mixed up in this webcam murder. Had a lot of potential. It just didn't quite hit the mark. It sort of by the end just rushed the whole story, and yeah, look, it was average, maybe just slightly below average. It wasn't a great film. It had some all right moments, but yeah, I think that was a one watch, that one. And I've just started. I've just chucked it on, and I watched the intro. It's looking like it's going to be a good film. This one called The Ferryman. I don't know anything about it, but apart from I've just discovered it's actually a New Zealand film, and it looks good. Had a quite an interesting start, and now we've got a bunch of people out on a boat about to go out for a day of partying, but I think it's all going to go wrong by the looks of it. So I watched the Ferryman, and you'll see me in a sec. I'll tell you what I thought of it. But yeah, so today it's all about just chilling out. The chores are done. It's Sunday afternoon, and I'm just going to watch a bunch of films. So chill out with me, and this will be my last video leading up to Christmas. So we'll see you in a sec. I'll tell you what the Ferryman, what it was actually like. Yeah, so I just finished watching The Ferryman. This is really cool. It's a New Zealand film, um, basically based on that legend of Sharon, who, Sharon ferries souls across the River Styx, and you got to pay him with the coin under the tongue, that sort of thing. Um, and basically, it's about a bunch of 30-year-olds who go out on a yacht for a good time. Night starts to fall, and the ocean suddenly becomes flat. A fog rolls in. They get a distress call on a bit of Morse code, which they go and investigate, and it all pans out from there. I'm not going to say too much. That's probably all you need to know about it. But it's got a cool 80s vibe as far as, it's slow burner. I mean, it does have plot holes, but I could forgive the plot holes. It was because it really tried for that atmosphere of being stuck on a ship in the middle of this creepy ocean. And it had a cool ending and a cool epilogue to go with it. There was enough here to be a good horror movie, you know what I mean? They tried hard on this one, that's for sure. It has the that syndrome that, well, this is, like with Aussie films, we like to chuck in an American accent here and there, I believe, to, pull in an international audience. And this, unfortunately, does the same thing. It's a New Zealand film. It's got some cool New Zealand actors in it, but then they have to chuck in a couple of people that have got an American accent. Why couldn't you just keep it a whole bunch of New Zealand people going out in a yacht? But yeah, that's my rant. But other than that, I dug it. I really thought it was a cool film. Definitely, if you see it, check it out. Don't be. It's not going to blow your mind. It'll just take you back to some of those cool films like I said, Death Ship, and I guess a little bit like, it's not quite like The Fog, but it's got a little bit of that vibe to it. But yeah, plot holes, but well worth a watch. I'm glad I picked this up. All right, so I've got to figure out what I'm going to watch next, and you guys will find out what that is just in 1 second. Yeah, so I just finished watching, and I just picked Room 6, and I just finished watching it. It was better than I thought. It's not, it's a story you've seen before, or a version of a story that you've seen before or heard before. It's not unique in that way, but I did enjoy it. I thought these guys did a good job. It's got a lot of cool stars in it. Christine Taylor, Jerry O'Connell, Kane Hodder, and that little girl Chloe from Kick-Ass is in it too, amongst there's a few others that you'll recognise. It reminded me a bit of Hellraiser Inferno, which I love. I think that's a great addition to the Hellraiser franchise, by the way. Hellraiser Inferno is one of my favourites. But it's got a lot of nightmarish visions reminiscent of this stuff. Not as good, but reminiscent of Hellraiser Inferno. It's basically the story. I won't reveal that much. Basically, there's a girl. She's has nightmares about something that happened to her years ago as a little girl. At the start of the movie, she's living with her partner. She's grown up. She's living with a partner, but she just keeps having nightmares about an incident which doesn't get revealed until later in the film. And they're involved in a car crash, and there's 4 people involved in the car crash, and one from either party gets taken in 2 separate ambulances to a hospital, and the partners that are left behind, they're not told what hospital, and so they're sort of, they go to all the hospitals nearby and they can't find their partners, so it's a search for where these people have been taken. The ambulance took them away. Where did they take them? And yeah, look, I won't say too much more, but basically you're gonna pick up pretty quickly what's going on. There's not really any surprises from the start. You'll figure it out pretty quickly, but that's cool. So by the end, you're not like, wow, I didn't see that coming. I think everyone will see how the story's going to unfold, but it's interesting nonetheless. I did enjoy it, and just seeing what they were going to do with this story. But like I said, it's not original by any means, but it was cool. It was better than I thought it was going to be, at least. I had very low expectations, so that might have helped. Anyway, I'm going to get a bite to eat now, and come back. I'll pick something else to watch, and I'll see you in a sec and see what that might be. What the hell? I'm driving down the road, and there's this dog, black dog, standing, staring at me. Look at him. He's not shifting for anyone, this dog. What the hell? Should I drive towards him? Will he move? What do I do? I'll go near him, see what happens. He's not looking happy. You gonna move, dog? What's happening? He doesn't want to move. I just want to get my food, dog. I just want to get my food. Please, dog. He's not into it. Look at him. He won't move. Shit, there's a car behind me. Sorry, guys. I had to move because of that car. I'll come back, and that dog's still in the middle of the road. I don't know, is he sick? What's wrong with you, dog? Look at him. You right, dog? He doesn't want to move. You alright? What's happening, bud? What's going on, dog? You want a pat? Come here, I'll give you a pat, dog. No. See ya. Roy, so I'm back. I got a bite to eat. I don't know what that dog's problem was. He was standing his ground in the middle of the road. He didn't want to move, that's for sure. I drove past him, that car behind me. Drove past him, and I turned around to check him out again, and he was still dead in the middle. He was putting up a challenge. I don't know what his deal was, but anyway, he didn't want a pat or anything. Weird. So yeah, look, let's continue. Otis, I don't know anything about this. Better be good. We'll find out in a sec. Yeah, so I just finished watching Otis, and it's pretty damn funny. It's a horror comedy, and it's in the same sort of humour vein as Serial Mum, that 90s movie, which is pretty cool too if you've ever seen Serial Mum. It's basically big old Otis abducts teenagers and holds them hostage down in his basement that he set up and films everything. So in that respect it's pretty horrendous, but it's the comedy that goes with it. It just really lightens it, and it's just mad. It's a mad film. So the first half is Otis has captured this girl, and the second half she breaks free, and then it's like a revenge thing. I don't think that spoils anything, but it's just crazy. It's crazy stuff. So I did enjoy it, actually. Yeah, I didn't know if I would, but good fun. Very funny horror comedy. So I'm going to lock up the chooks they're done for the day. They've been out and about doing their thing. So I'll lock up these chooks, and I think I've got time for one more horror. So I don't know what I'm going to pick. I'll go up there and have a look. I'll see you in a sec. This is always fun, trying to round up a couple of chooks. Normally I leave them to come in by night time. They usually come into their quarters by night. Oh, will they do it? My battery just died, but I did manage to get those chooks away. They went pretty easy tonight. And I've just picked Solstice to watch, so just about to press play. Hopefully it's cool. Well, we've come to the end. I just finished watching Solstice. I enjoyed it. It wasn't awesome. It was fine. It was just another teen thriller. Nothing more, nothing less. Basically about there's twins, and at the start they're mourning the loss of one of the twins who committed suicide, and the rest of the movie they go out into the woods, and the twin that's still alive and all her friends to try and be together and support each other following that event, and try to get away from everything, and then a mystery unravels of why she may have committed suicide, and that's basically the story. And there's a few little twisty things going on, nothing too major. It's there's no blood or gore or anything like that. It's pretty tame as far as that goes, but it's kind of as I was watching, I was thinking, is this one of those films where the lead girl's going crazy? Is that what's happening, or is someone making these lights switch on and off, or is there actually a supernatural element to the movie? And you watch it and you can find out if you want to watch this film. But yeah, at the start it was up in the air what sort of film this was going to be. I enjoyed it. It was fine. Wouldn't highly recommend it, but if you like little thrillers a bit on the wavelength of, I guess it's a bit like What Lies Beneath, that sort of mystery type element to it. Maybe not quite as good as that film, but a teen version of that, then you might enjoy it. So that's it, guys. Hope you all have a Merry Christmas. I'm going to be out and about with the family doing Christmassy things, as I hope most of you guys will be doing that too, or at least enjoying yourself somewhere. Have a safe time. Merry Christmas to all, and I'll see you in the new year, guys. Thanks very much for watching, guys. See ya. Bye.